Programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
they get.
And just like when he pre-tapes, Bob Plath just comes right in at the last second.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Time is of the essence when you're very busy, right, Zap?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right. So at 10:30 last night, I was informed one of the members of this poll will not be here. However, we will have somebody coming in at 9 o'clock.
How
Just
is
giving
that
you the heads up.
How is that possible that I am forced to get out of bed at 7:30, and this person is
Forced? Wait a minute,
alive?
hold on. I cut you a break by letting you tape your show early. So hold on.
Yeah,
hold
do you
the
know how that
Hold the
messes
phone.
up someone's entire afternoon, Robert?
Hold the telephone.
You know how that messes up someone's entire afternoon, having to come in and do that at that time?
Well, there are others that do that, and I'm not the only DJ or whatever you call it that does tape
No, and
early.
people hate when their stuff's tracked and pre-taped.
Yeah, well,
That's
yeah.
why people hate radio right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, I wasn't forced to get up this morning. No. So anyways, 9 o'clock, JP will be coming in here. He'll take a spot down at the end. And I thought it'd be...
Why don't we add him?
I texted him like literally 10 minutes ago.
Because we didn't know until this morning.
No,
that-
but I'm saying in the future.
We don't have enough mics.
Oh, that's why.
Wait a minute, why is Kathy's mic not working?
Oh, you know...
You might want to plug it in.
yeah.
What is this concoction?
It looks like a little R2D2-ish.
That's just a camera I'm using to prop up the belt. No
Oh.
big deal.
Kathy's belt right now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kathy needs to not win today because we need some better topics.
What did I do? Hey,
This was easy for me. I really only did one,
Yeah.
and I got
Listen,
it. In a
Did
I
you
don't
get-
even know what yours are sometimes.
We'll get into the topic in a moment.
God
But,
help us all.
I decided to bring Jay in because he's always good at banter behind the mic, but I think some of these songs may be short in length.
They're all short in length.
Yeah. What a hell of a category. Oh, by the way,
Hey.
this is Ken's Den.
There was a reason
Yeah.
for it.
You
What was
should
your
all
reason?
recognize us by now.
Were you thinking of it on D-Day or something?
Yes.
Really?
That's exactly what I was
okay.
doing.
Well,
And
D-Day has been here and gone.
That was
it
gone. That was
it
earlier
only
in the month.
May. It was only in May. Don't panic.
No,
May was
that-
not. It wasn't
June
in May.
6th.
That is a
June
new
6th.
button.
In fact, it was still going on in
June 6th was
It
D-Day.
it was still going on. Very much so.
Did you see my new button, Bob?
That was
We've
only
got
the beginning.
that one,
Oh, good.
and we've got that one.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I think it even lights
Invest
up
in our
too.
own button down here.
Oh, that elevates us, doesn't it? See, welcome
I want
back,
a
Bob.
gong.
Did you think
It's
this
like
no,
the
it's not
sound
worth getting up then. If I'm going to be yelled at, it's not worth getting up.
I can tell right now that if I leave this up for Thursday, Bobby Goff will be playing with this every second.
He's got his own.
Yeah, this one's better. You don't have to look for a little
How
button.
much does one pay for that? I'm just like
Temu, it was like $3.
he gets paid to buy
We got
it.
ripped off.
Temu.
You want to hear? You want to hear this? I went to Dunkin' Donuts. You know how I asked for a little extra cold foam on my coffee? You know how
Yeah.
much? And it is 80 cents.
Yeah.
First
No.
world problems, Bob.
Seriously?
Now,
Charge you
if
for
you really
everything.
think about it,
Go to Starbucks.
isn't that air?
$4.
Air.
It is.
Foam is $4 at
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Crazy.
No, sir.
Foam.
That's
The
pretty
can.
close.
The can is. Oh, at Starbucks. No. Well, I get it. At Starbucks. I was thinking of Walmart.
Yeah.
But isn't that price gouging? Because
Well, look
whipped
at what
cream-
everyone else is charging. My friend was just out with their friend in the vehicle. They stopped at Starbucks because this person is brainwashed. And, they get up to the thing, all right, 2 ventis, double pump of this, a shot of that, et cetera, et cetera. 2 coffees. Okay, that'll be $21.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Bob, nobody is forcing you to buy said item from
No,
said place.
it's exactly right.
You have a refrigerator at home, right, Robert?
I do.
And does it make ice?
But it doesn't make foam.
No, but I could buy.
Hey, you can.
This is absolutely ludicrous. That
you
I
can
spend
buy
the
a
money that I
foam
do.
maker
Absolutely
at
ludicrous.
Temu for about $3.
A what?
Here's the thing.
You can buy a thing to make foam
Yeah.
at Temu
it's like
for like
this little
$3.
Isn't
thing
Temu
you
just
stick it in
junk
there.
or no?
No, not all
Not all of it,
No.
but it is a front for the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, you have to know what you're buying.
Why are you supporting that?
Because I'm a
Because
cheap
it's
Polo.
cheap.
Everything you buy is a Chinese supports the Chinese Communist Party. Everything is made in China.
I always thought Temu though was like
It's
Junk.
one of the better ones.
Yeah, I think it's better than Wish.
Wish is
Or
horrible.
Shine.
Wish is horrible. Shein.
Shein, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what it's doing is actually I've been noticing that Amazon has cheaper prices now on a lot of stuff. You can get that
Also from
same-
China.
Yeah.
Yes, but
And
Amazon,
if you take
Prime Day-
and a lot of the stuff you order from Amazon is shipped from China. If you take a look at, okay, shipping in like 3 weeks. What?
Well then,
Yeah.
I've never had to wait 3 weeks for anything from Amazon.
no.
No, it's
it's-
usually days.
Oh no, yeah. Unless you
Look at sometimes you can get the same damn
I was
day.
gonna say you can get same day
So
delivery.
I needed ink
if
for
it's
my
in their
printer,
warehouse.
right? I ordered it the night before. It was delivered between 4
Overnight,
and,
yeah.
4 and 8 a.m.
Yep.
yeah. How
They
does
got those
Do
third
you have
shift guys that are
Amazon
working.
Prime?
Genuine,
Amazon Prime?
I do.
genuine ink or the knockoff refills.
No, I can't. The knockoffs don't work as well. Like if you're trying to print
No,
in
they
color,
don't.
they print
Right.
funky
The colors are different,
Black
yeah.
and white. Black is fine, but the colors are different.
You know what? The inkjet type with the Canon worked fine for me, but now with the color laser from HP, I need to use original.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I've
Not
tried
all
them
just
too.
regular old CMYK. Isn't that
No.
your
No.
standard ink color?
No, it's the way the interface, the
chip that they put
onboard-
in the thing,
Is
yeah.
that what it is? And it doesn't last as long either. I've had that problem. I tried the
Do you
cheaper
still?
ones. You can't get
you
it.
can't. Do you still have like a dot matrix printer at home?
9-pin.
I'm surprised you didn't ask me that.
I'm still
Do you still
mimeographic.
use a
Oh no,
typewriter?
I'm still using my upgraded 24-pin.
You are.
Oh boy.
Well, hey.
I don't even currently have a printer at home, so.
Well, I have a mimeographer.
A lot of people don't.
Do you remember the mimeograph? You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually have some of that fluid?
Crazy.
Oh my God.
my
it's-
Will you bring some in? I need to smell it one more time.
I would say
before
Ken.
die.
I can definitely see Ken sniffing that. No question.
Come on! In
your hand got all
elementary
purple.
school, yeah.
Those big,
Oh.
You know,
Everybody did.
in college, we had these big, like, to make posters for, like, student government. We had these, like, it was like a little mini paint can with, like, a dabber in it for posters. And that smelled like you could.
Oh, yeah.
You would have a headache for 2 days if you made posters.
Now the
That
thing is,
stuff.
Bob, with the Mimeo machine
Crazy.
you have, do you actually have the carbon, the multi-piece carbon things?
I
that you,
don't have that. I think I have old.
You
old
got me
copies.
going here.
No, when I was a teacher, and I think I saved some of those Mimeo. You must have some of those Mimeos.
Oh, God, no.
Is the statute of
honey, I'm
limitations
not-
run out on that, Bob?
Yeah, no, I don't. Really. When you think about
I really just want to smell that
Really?
one more time.
How did teachers do it? No, we'll ask the
You had
super.
to do the
no,
crying,
no.
remember?
Before the mimeograph, what you couldn't do that. You would have to write
Write it
out
out.
your test, or maybe put it on the chalkboard or the blackboard, or what?
Bob, Mimeos have been around a long time.
Yeah, but let's-
So you're talking
I'm
way back in one-room schoolhouses.
Yeah,
Way
1800s.
back. It was all handwritten. Everything was handwritten.
Yeah.
And you were using like the Bible to study reading, and you wrote passages from the Bible, and you copied it from the board while the teacher was busy with
separation
someone
of
else.
church and
That's
state.
when I
Separation.
started.
Yes, yes, exactly
That's
right.
when I
Thing,
started
yeah.
teaching, Stefan. That's way back. I had the long skirts, yeah.
Oh
hair
my
in a bun,
God! Oh yeah,
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 was
yeah.
Jesus still alive back then?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God!
Back in my day,
Oh. Do they still use
Wow.
for exams blue books?
No.
Oh,
No,
Maybe at college, right?
a college uses blue books, I guess.
We use computers mostly.
Yeah. Then there's that.
So wait a minute. So the kids in class are taking exams on computers?
Yeah.
For the most part.
yeah,
They're still written.
Is it their-
some,
are-
but
is it
usually
their
they're
own?
typing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are-
Every student has a computer of some sort, a laptop of some sort, Chromebook or whatever.
And can they use
don't know if that's
that
good
in
or
the
bad.
class?
yes.
Oh, they can
They
use
take,
it.
yeah, well, they take their test on it usually.
Yeah.
Oh.
The state assessment, MCAS, is given on the computer.
Do you know that
Oh.
I read a
We don't
study?
take MCAS, though.
I'm aware.
That's,
I read a study that you retain
love
more.
it.
You retain more when you write something out than
Yes.
when you type it in a computer.
So
That's true.
Do you know
That's
what's
true, Peter, because it's
Yeah.
it's body muscle
Yeah.
memory.
so
Absolutely.
when I had a test coming up,
They had
particularly in like
tests
the
with you?
history, yeah, we had tests back then too.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Did you chisel them out? Never.
No, but I would just
Stone.
I would recopy my notes.
yeah, my
Oh.
daughter
So
does.
to what you're saying,
Yep.
I would recopy my notes. Then when I took the test, this is so weird. I could flip my note pages in my head
I did that too.
and remember what I copied.
Where you copied it on the page
Yeah,
as
isn't
well?
that weird? Is that like
I
photographic
would do
memory or
that.
something?
I would do that with my books in college. I'd write the notes in the column, and I could see.
I could see it. That's how I remembered
could see
it.
where they were.
Is that
in the-
weird?
yeah.
My daughter.
I was able to
No,
write
it's
everything
not.
out in microprint so I could get a whole book in a,
My daughter
an
writes her
eidetic
notes
memory.
On your hands?
on index cards.
On index,
Yeah.
index cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's 14. She
Yeah,
uses index
but
cards
the
to
interesting thing was that when I was doing that as a teacher, there would be a sentence: the cow jumped over the lazy dog, and in the column I would write "cow jumped over dog." I mean, like I would. Is that
Yeah.
is that what?
So you would dissect the sentence in your
yeah,
head.
Yeah, it was actually a lazy fox. It
Oh,
wasn't
was
a
a
cow.
lazy
The quick
dog.
brown fox.
Oh, the
Oh,
big
was
He
brown
went with
fox.
cow for Kathy's
Wait, is it
benefit.
the- Oh,
you know
That's
what
why
the
I
lazy
was
one is?
thinking.
That was the typing sentence.
Yeah, the
'cause it
lazy-
had all
Quick,
the
what is it?
letters.
The other one is
The quick brown fox
Quick
jumped over
brown
the lazy dog.
fox, because
That's
it
what you
has
would have to
every
type.
letter.
The other one is quiet frogs jump when vexed by lazy ducks.
Yeah, that has all the letters too.
Yeah.
So.
Every good
don't do
boy
that
does
now.
fine.
Deserves
that's-
fudge.
that's
That's
the
for the
music
music.
staff.
Oh, is
That's
that-
for
That's
music.
the music
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yep.
music.
Yeah.
And then the
A-E-I-O-U.
and then the middle sections on the staff was face.
Yep.
Oh, oh yes, F-A-C-E.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well, that's nice.
So before we get on, I want to get into Stefan's ear for a second.
Uh-oh.
Because, my pool is actually all set and
Oh, I thought of you. I was going to ask you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have the pool. Yay.
Oh, yeah. I had to go with a 15-footer, and it's
You got a new pool?
big. Yep. But
Does
none of
it
my...
fit?
It's right up against the garage now, but I was able to get it so that I can still mow around the other sides. It's not that bad now that I did all types of modifications. I had to go in with an X-Acto knife and actually cut the liner in order to get attachments to fit properly. But through all that, my vacuum attachments just are not compatible with the pool.
Shoot.
Yeah. So
Fudge.
I ended up ordering, and I should have it today between 1 and 3, a robotic pool.
You got
vacuum
one?
cleaner. Yes.
A robotic pool what? A robotic pool what?
Cleaner.
Vacuum.
Yeah.
Vacuum.
Like a Roomba, but for a pool.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't wait to
Amazing.
drop it in and watch it go to work.
It is. It learns. They get smart. So mine actually crawls up the side of the pool too, and cleans the pollen that builds up.
Oh, this one, it'll do a 15-degree incline. It doesn't do the sides.
Doesn't do this
but
one does the sides, but I mean,
I didn't
it's,
get the expensive one, man.
Well, you know.
He bought it from Temu.
Yeah. Did you get it from Temu?
No, Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's a Chinese brand.
Okay.
But I actually saw videos on YouTube, and this thing actually
Is
boogies.
Hyper? AIP? That's what I have.
Winnie, something like that. But it'll go for an hour once you drop it, and that's more than enough to. Well, isn't your pool like 20 by 40 or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
It needs. I can do 1, 2, or 3 hour cycles.
Yeah.
But I've sold people on the beta. People that have gotten it are very impressed.
And that's the top one.
Top skimmer.
See, I got a solar cover, so it's
So
getting away.
So
I've
if you're swimming in the pool and you haven't taken a shower, does the thing go over your body?
No.
Well,
No.
it makes sense when.
Robert, you go in the pool so
you're
you don't have to take a
You're in
shower.
the pool, so.
Well, you're gonna smell like
But what
chlorine.
this thing is looking for scum.
No, the top one just skims.
What are you alluding to, Robert?
Bob, it only targets
How long
Bob.
has it been since this shower, Bob?
It only targets Bob.
Scum.
Yeah, really. Yeah. No, what is it looking? How does it know? What is? What? I don't get it.
Oh my lord.
It's modern technology. The beta just goes across and skims all the stuff off the top, which is great. Although I had.
Oh,
a
so
dead-
it's only something that is like floating in
Well,
the
there's
water.
two different
There's two,
things.
right? We have the
We're
one
talking
that
about two different
vacuums the
things.
floor,
Right.
and then you have one on top.
Skims
it
the top.
Skims the top. But what I like about it is it skims all the pollen and everything before it sinks to the
settles to the
bottom of the
bottom.
pool. So I have to use the vacuum less. But there's like gobs of pollen. It is like it is
Still, I know it's brutal.
Gross.
Today
It
is
is.
supposed to be really awful for some reason. I don't know where that pollen's coming from.
What's your temp up to?
76.
Same here. I'm not that happy with that.
Why is
It hit 77
It really heated up last
yesterday.
week. It heated up last week. And I was
I
absolutely using it.
want 80.
I do too, but
Yeah.
Here's a stupid question, but I'm filled with stupid questions. If you were living, let's say, somewhere where the water was always hot,
Houston, Texas.
Houston. Oh, is that okay?
My
So
ex-sister-in-law, yeah.
would you then? Do they have something that you put in the water to make it cold other than ice cubes?
I was just going to say, yeah, ice cubes.
They have a chiller system similar to the heating system.
They do.
So it's built into the liner of the pool.
Wow.
There you go.
But
Wow.
my ex-sister-in-law had a pool in the sun in Houston, and you would get it in the summertime, and it'd be like warmer than a bath.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Even the Gulf of Mexico at that time was warmer than a bath.
Just get a hot tub and that quick.
Yeah, why bother?
Hot tub would
God.
actually probably knock you out.
And wouldn't it?
That's only 104 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's
Yeah, but then with the added sunlight and everything, you can't bake it down when the.
But
when
you can regulate the heat in the hot tub, so
Right.
it wouldn't have to be turned up to 104.
When I had a hot tub, we would turn it down.
Yeah.
So it was
We
like
did
a
too.
pool.
Oh.
We only turned it up in the winter.
Yuck.
I like it hot.
Oh my God.
If I'm going to get in a hot tub, it's got to be 104.
Well, no, this was
Yeah.
in the summer.
Yeah,
In the
because the
winter,
pool is going to be
yeah.
20 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
In the
So you
winter,
go
we
back and
kept
forth.
you go
hot.
back and forth, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a pool, so.
Yeah. This is what you do in a spa.
Yeah.
All right, you go into the steam room.
Yeah.
All right, and then that's why they have 3 different temperature whirlpools in a spa. You have the hot, the medium, and the cool. So you get steamed up in the steam room, and then you drop into the cold bath. You exfoliate that way, and then you go back in the steam room. And none of you guys have ever been in a spa?
No.
No.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
bougie.
Because I'm looking at all y'all like y'all
I
have
mean, like in a
beds.
gym, we have the. I mean, like, well, the gyms that I've been to in New York City are sort of like spas because it seems like people hang out in them a lot.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Sauna.
bathhouse.
Yeah, no. Do you-
Biting my tongue.
yeah, I know.
Back in the Roman
Biting my
days.
tongue.
No,
Yeah,
but
it wasn't a bathhouse, Bob.
no.
Okay.
No. But people, I mean, look, this is the truth that if you had a bad, I remember in Mesa when I was in Mesa, Arizona. All right, I was only there once. I spent a day in a sauna or in a spa.
Is that at the bathhouse as well?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
the reason was my back. I was flying back to Springfield, and I was taking the bags out of the condominium or whatever that thing is that you rent, the motel or hotel, and I ruined my back in the back. You know how one of those rip things? And I thought, how am I going to get across America if I can't bend my back or whatever? And my flight wasn't until that night. So this was like 9 o'clock in the morning or something, and we had to be out. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to call this gym in outside of Phoenix, and I'm going to spend the day there. So they didn't think that I was Cajun. What do you call it when you're in a store and
Cajun.
you're not Cajun when you're
Casing?
casing
casing
the.
That was hard for me to come up with that
Okay,
one.
casing the joint. Got
Yeah,
it.
casing
Okay.
the joint.
Okay.
I said to them, look, would it be possible for me to spend the day in the whirlpool or whatever? I mean, like, I've got this really bad back. And they said, of course. And they even set up a chair. Of course, that's what you get for being senior. I mean, like, you can play it for all you're worth. I mean, like, and I was only 60 or something. So at any rate, I spent by the end of the day on the flight home, I looked like I was like a raisin.
I say you're probably very pruny.
I was. I looked like I was one of the California.
But how was your back?
My back was good. I mean, like, I spent, this is something for all you folks out there who want to spend a day in a whirlpool. How long do you spend in a whirlpool?
30 minutes.
I would not spend.
Is
yeah,
it not
no.
healthy, maybe?
After 30 minutes, I'm done.
If I have a drink going, it might get pushed to 45,
Right.
50.
Put
But you
on
got to
some-
take a break.
I just put on icy hot.
And
I
you
love-
jump in the pool and then you get back into the whirlpool.
It sounds like a
Unless
lot of
it's
work.
my
I have to
own,
avoid
I
those
don't
now.
I don't like.
Why?
It's a
public
nice
hot
incubator
tubs.
for my cellulitis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that brings me another question. Like, I'm a little sketched out sometimes by these public facilities.
Yeah, I don't like public hot tubs. No.
And
I don't think it was the fact that it was a public facility. I
Well-
think it's just that the heat was perfect temperature to
Oh, yeah, I
incubate.
just think they're
I know,
yucky.
but sometimes
Just don't get in the ones where you see people eating a meatball grinder in it.
So don't go with Ken. That's
don't
the
like
moral.
public
That's
ones.
Are
fine.
there rules about eating in
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Avante Palms. Last time I was
is
there,
that- is
there's a
that-
guy sitting in the hot
Is he
tub eating a meatball
symbolizing with
grinder.
the meatball grinder?
I don't know, but
He
I'm
didn't
not
want to
going
give up his
anywhere
space in the
near
in the hot
water
tub.
with Ken.
His wife literally went to the kitchen, the restaurant or whatever,
restaurant.
brought over a meatball grinder, and he ate it in the hot tub because he wouldn't give up his space for other people.
Oh
my Lord.
God help me.
Yuck.
That's dedication.
No, it's like having somebody beside you in a on a plane having a tuna fish sandwich or something.
That
yeah,
actually
yeah.
happened to me recently.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you say anything or?
No, but it smelled very powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
The power of tuna.
I don't know. Listen, I don't
I'm
mind
gonna
tuna.
use that
but-
at work next time.
No, I
Someone
love
has
tu- I
tuna
love
or something.
tuna
I'm like
fish.
the power.
It
of
does
tuna.
have an odor. Yeah.
You know what? Before we move on here, I have a question for Robert.
Yeah.
Do you still use compact discs, CDs? For all you Gen Y people, that's those round things with music on it.
I have.
Records,
yeah.
33s or 45s, Ken?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are they?
Well, you know what?
have
I'm
33
forced
albums.
to have it.
Okay, good.
What are you
No,
giving it-
when,
Oh,
oh,
no.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
I've got
Oh, no,
I've
no.
got classical and show tune CDs that I'm gonna chuck if you don't at least look at them.
Oh, I'll look at
Oh,
it. I'll look at
okay.
it. Maybe we can.
I wasn't sure where we were going with that, but
Yeah, I'm trying to be
okay.
nice.
Let's just. We'll
Yeah.
just.
Write down the date.
Blessed
You're
buys
like,
will take
are you
them.
that new like that
Yeah,
guy on TikTok?
will they come up and pick them up?
You guys didn't
I'll
notice all his
drop them
posts
off
on the
for
forums
you.
yesterday?
All right, so we have a place
Thank
for
you.
them to go if you don't want any
He's
of that.
posting various items on that he's cleaning out of his shed and
Yes.
whatever. They're all like brand new.
Are you purging?
Yes.
Purging.
Can I tell you?
Oh man, do I want to purge?
About a month and a half ago, I got a dumpster,
I love that.
Yeah,
and
me
it was
too.
and it was so, like, I mean, there were
Isn't it
boxes.
satisfying?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there were boxes that, and I moved 6 years ago about that I hadn't opened since
Yeah,
I
don't
moved.
even open it. Just
Didn't,
throw it in.
Didn't.
Just throw it in.
Don't even know what it is. Goodbye. And I just got rid of so much. It felt so good. Like my basement.
Oh,
was,
isn't that? Yeah. it's
You
so
just you
good.
collect a bunch of crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just
exactly,
like, oh my
Pete.
God, it feels
Yeah.
good.
Even, but was there a twinge that somebody could use this little fuzzy ball of
No.
fluff or whatever that you
I had-
bought
I
to
had
sit on,
tiles.
like that thing that says the buzzer over there? That would be something that you would be thrown out later, right?
Well,
I would have thrown it out in the beginning.
yeah.
I wouldn't have it in the first place.
Someone said to me, because I had all of my children's stuffed animals, Hope will sympathize with this, because you think it's cute when they're little and you buy them all these stupid things.
Yeah.
And
You
then
just
you
get
don't have
junk.
anywhere to put them. And I had all kinds of stuffed animals and Care Bears and the dinosaurs and the Disney stuff.
throw it all out?
And someone said to me, Kath, it's only stuffing and material. And
all
that's
it is.
true.
Yep.
It's only stuffing.
You can't take it with you.
I
But
let
they're-
my kids pick like their very favorite
I
things,
know,
and
we did too.
they're
But
in
the rest of it
box
went.
in
The rest of
basement.
it went. The
Where it'll never be opened again. Probably.
They do sometimes
Oh, really?
like to look at them. They're
I
sentimental.
have two children. One saves every single possible paper in the entire world. The other one throws everything, anything, and doesn't care. So, but the collection box behind the Church of the Atonement will take stuffed animals. Most places
Really?
won't, but they will.
Well, there must be a way to clean them with that rumba thing.
I used to throw
sanitize
them in the
everything.
Yeah, put them in the washing
I
machine.
put them in the washer.
Yeah, I
on what they're made
sanitize
out of.
everything. Then Care Bears, Patch Kid dolls, Barbies, they all went.
Well, those
The
are
Pet Kids,
collectible.
I wouldn't put in a washing
But they're
machine
really
right now.
not. The problem is they used to be.
Yeah.
20 years ago, some of these items were worth something, like the Beanie Baby.
Ugh.
But because of
Well, are
social
they now?
media
No.
and everybody knows everyone who has them, there's a glut of them, and they're not worth anything. I mean, I have maybe record albums that are worth $10, Even
Yeah,
the original
but
Elvis
even that-
albums.
Ken's inspiring me
not.
because as I saw his posts on the forum, getting rid of his CDs, I have like this huge thing of CDs from the 90s. Because
Yeah.
that's
I
what
do
you
too.
did, is you bought CDs in
Right.
the 90s. And,
Yeah.
and I think I had BMG and Columbia House.
Oh yeah.
So you
I had
got
multiple
the
accounts.
Oh, yeah.
for it.
You had to
13
buy
per
a million
penny.
of them, yeah.
Every you had to
time.
buy like so many down the road. So I had like
Right.
all these CDs from the 90s and I don't know if anyone ever wants them, but I need to purge those. Why didn't I throw those out?
Budget, Blessed Buys at the Congregational
CDs?
Church will take them. I already asked.
Oh
They
my
will
God!
take
Well, I have like
CDs.
1,000, and we even
See?
when we were building our shelves,
I don't want
our
them either.
shelving in the dining room or in the living room rather, we made it so that it fits
CD?
CDs.
Oh, that's funny.
And it doesn't now. It doesn't fit
Doesn't fit
books
anything.
now. It doesn't fit anything.
How about a
I mean,
DVD? When's the last time you really watched a DVD? I mean, aren't those kind of going out?
Yeah.
I don't even have a DVD player hooked up right now.
Although
I don't either.
we did have to get an external one because some of the people in Robin Hood wanted it on a CD.
DVD. Oh.
Oh,
That's
no.
okay. In 2 years, we're not going to be able to play it.
Oh yeah. no.
Yeah, I was just. Can you even buy?
Well, you have to get an external
It's obsolete,
one.
actually.
Yeah. You have to
They
get
are
an
obsolete now.
Yeah.
I have a few. I'll embarrassed to admit a few VHS tapes, but I don't have a VHS
Yeah.
player.
At
You
Bar-
know,
You know what I taught
Stefan,
them?
I have about 12 or 13 VHS players.
Do you have a
Oh,
VHS
wait.
player?
And if you have anything important on VHS,
You can turn. They're just movies.
Oh,
Ferris
wait,
Bueller's Day Off.
Wait, I can do you better.
KSSolutions.xyz,
There-
KSSolutions.xyz.
So that's why we're having this whole conversation.
Yes, I brought the
See what he
VHS.
did there?
Oh,
Does
my God.
anybody still have 8 tracks?
No,
No.
Yes.
Yes.
no 8 tracks.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you have a player? You probably do.
Oh, yeah.
You probably.
Boy, were they clunky, weren't they?
I feel like Ken needs a dumpster.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So-
$3.75 for a
and
week.
we did that
Be-
too, Stefan.
Beginning of the China virus, I filled up a dumpster. And over the past 3 or 4 weeks,
You've been.
Oh, yeah.
It feels good. I don't know why. It's weird.
Yeah. It
No.
does.
And
love
I
the
can use my garage as a garage again because that one I had to have the crew come over with the trailer and offload everything.
I've given away tons on that Buy Nothing group Facebook page.
What is it called?
It's called Buy Nothing, where you just give things away to people.
Yeah, I just see so many
so you're not
spam
throwing
posts
it away.
on
But
there.
Oh,
something
yeah.
that it's still usable and it's too good, but you just
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
want
there's a lot of spam
Nice.
posts on there. You know, my family has fallen the hard times, and I'd love to come out and clean your duct. And
That's not on the Buy Nothing group.
I just saw one yesterday
Or-
because I was contemplating where I'm going to post all my things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you know how vinyl came back.
Oh,
Would
Jay's here
CD
already, Peg.
Would
Oh,
CDs?
son of a gun.
Would
Did you
CDs
get started
come
then?
back?
I don't.
Make him pick.
They'll figure
I
it
don't
out.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, everything
CDs
looks
come back.
old again. Like, but even like they have boom boxes, but it's a Bluetooth. It's not.
Yeah.
You don't actually play anything.
See now,
Just looks
Yes.
like
JP
shit.
said, "How's 9 o'clock?" And I just see him pull into the
Parking lot.
parking lot now. So what we're gonna do is we'll start the
soon
making
as
the
he
list
walks-
because we are here making the list.
Well, I want him. He's going to hear the song, so you can.
I already gave him the title or the topic,
topic.
but we haven't discussed the topic yet.
Oh.
So that's what we need to do now.
Yeah, we did because we talked about D-Day.
Right, but
Oh.
we
That
didn't really
wasn't
get
on-
into the
that
topic.
wasn't really on air though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kathy is the winner of
Sorry, I apologize.
I don't
the
know.
last bout,
From a-
so she got
from
to
a
pick the
history
topic.
teacher, it's actually a great topic.
All right, and I took the time to write something up, and as a history teacher, you'll appreciate what I came up with here. But Robert, I'll give you 45 seconds this time. 45 seconds or less.
Theme.
Once you slide over
to
and make
play.
room for Jay.
Oh, all right. Okay. I'm going to move over here.
Yep.
Jay,
look,
come on in.
Yeah. All righty. So here's Jay coming in.
He is. I
wanna-
just
in
waved
the
him
middle of
over.
it. All right. I'll move over here. Jay's coming in. Look, everybody, we play Making the List by having a theme that Kathy tells us every month what it is.
'Cause she's been
and
winning lately.
and then we go home and we do some research and we pick out a song that we think is going to be at the top of the list because we rate all
Welcome,
of the
Jay.
songs as we go. And
You're on the air.
So welcome, Jay.
Welcome, you're on the air.
yeah.
There he is. All righty.
All righty. Can you see? Yeah, here we go. There we are. Okay. All righty. We're in. Hello. So today's topic is basically one that is near and dear to old folks' hearts, senior hearts, because it is World War II songs. But I had a question about this songs of World War II. Can they be songs of World War II interpreted by a person who is, yet say, only like 20 years old?
I don't see why not. It's just the song. It wasn't the artist.
It wasn't.
It's how you interpret it.
Oh no, because
And then sell it to us.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Originally, I said to Ken, but
Jay,
it's
you have a
very
song for us?
long
Did you pick one?
description.
Working on it.
Originally, it was commemorating the Normandy invasion in World War II.
Oh, I
in the
love
month
that
of
one, yeah.
June.
Yeah.
That's what it was,
Yeah.
and it was commemorating World War II.
Are there
tunes.
6 songs?
I don't care. I gave him years because people are going to go, well, when did it start? And when did
gave
it
him years?
end? Yes,
didn't-
originally.
we-
No,
okay.
It's not on the final one. Don't
Yeah.
panic.
Right.
Don't panic.
We simple.
But I
Oh,
just said
you don't think
simply.
that people know the beginning and the end of
Well,
World
no,
War
they
II?
don't, because
No.
it depends.
Eh,
This group. Wait a minute. Let me say
I
this
know.
group gets very,
better,
very
you're an
structured,
educator.
and they want to know exactly.
history teacher on
well,
top of it,
did you mean 1938 and 39 when Hitler was first invading Europe? Did you mean when it finally ended in Southeast Asia?
Right.
What did you mean? So I just said, okay, never mind. World War II.
Yep.
I thought that was a nice broad way
Whatever
to do it.
you do, I don't really care. As I always say, the
She's
sun
gonna
will
win
still
anyway.
shine. No, not me. Not on this one.
Singers that were born in World War II who are still
So,
singing.
because there are a lot of tunes.
Willie
Bob,
Nelson.
You're right. There's a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
true.
tunes that were created in World War II, but are still being recorded today.
Oh,
so
yeah. The Great
I don't
American
care.
Songbook is really
I
basically
don't care. The
40
world will still turn, the sun will still shine, and I still have too many cats. So we're good. We're good.
But a cute one. with
Many
the-
of
with the
them in
cat
the
on the bed
freezer.
this
They're
morning
in-
or yesterday.
They're in the freezer. Remember that.
I sense a
cats
little
are in the freezer.
angst
Cat on
here.
the bed. Yes, I have 3 cats in the freezer. You know.
What did I tell you?
Way
Oh, I
more
thought it
than
was only
wanted
2. It's 3?
Oh no, there's 3.
I thought there were 2.
Are you preserving
yeah.
them for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 as well.
No.
It's good eating down. If there's ever a,
They're,
a
they're
World
on
War
top of the
II,
roast.
3,
No, I won't.
you're
Good eating in the
cat.
neighborhood.
No, I'm
Just be
kidding.
Good
vegetarian.
eating cat. Do these cats have their fur and everything? And what is a frozen
He
cat
didn't
look
skin
like?
them.
I know it, but are they
Let's
in
move on.
bags?
Are you actually getting into
No, we
maybe
can't
having
get-
some?
Let's
We
move
can't.
on.
No,
Okay.
like,
Let's move on,
is
please.
Play a song,
is
Pete,
the
quick.
thing like in rigor mortis, kind of like it's about to
my
pounce,
Lord.
like a taxi?
Do you guys know how to make a cat go woof?
I don't want. Oh, it's Jay. Never mind.
You take the cat, you grab him by the tail, and you soak him in a bucket of gasoline, and then you put him on the counter and light him with a match.
Oh, God help me.
Why am I on this show? I ask myself every month, why am I on this show?
Today's
That would be the beginning part of making some filet meow.
Now you know
from
the rest of the story.
There's Paul Harvey. Today's show in a nutshell. We've talked about burning cats and bathhouses.
I know. That's
And
what
so,
I'm saying.
and so that
I'm
is
here representing.
that is where
you
we
know,
are.
Myself as a good
And,
person.
I may need some. I might have PTSD after today's program.
We have an
Oh,
intervention program.
We do have an
after this.
intervention
We do have intervention scheduled.
I'm
at
going to work
10:15.
after this.
All right. So it's 8:37. We started about half an hour ago playing, making the list.
does the superintendent work during the now?
I work all summer.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
work
he's
the-
going to work after this. Yeah. yeah.
I'm going to work after this.
I have to go home and write 4 plays this week.
I'm working after this.
Oh, I got so much stuff to do myself too.
Don't retire.
Administration
The only
works
one
all
that's
summer.
not working is what are you doing today? You've got work to
I'm
do.
applying for Social Security.
Oh, no, oh,
That's
are
work.
you really? Are you going down there?
Oh, no, I did that yesterday.
Oh, my God, holy!
No, all I needed was a little bit of information. I sat with the woman for 5 minutes,
Oh,
And how long did you wait for that?
most of the day.
Wow.
God.
it is so. And then to
They're hoping you're going to die
You
before
have
they
to
can
sit
serve
over
you.
here, and then you move over here. But you sit here for 2 hours, and then you move over there for 3.
Oh, don't give me a flashback.
No.
No.
There's speaking of PTSD.
Oh my God, help me!
All right. So World War II songs.
Yes.
All right.
go.
Are we?
And what are we judging it on? The best song.
Didn't I tell you this?
No,
Didn't
no.
I tell you he would do that?
No, but
Because when I use the word memorable, I said, I know they're going to say, what do you mean by memorable?
I think it only just has to be a World War II song at this point.
Just
and
a
so we're
World War
just
II
voting on
song.
whether we like.
I
the
guess.
song.
Yes,
Which
Bob.
one
That's
do
what
you
you
like
always
best?
do.
Bob, we
do you
usually
like
do
best?
vote on whether
Yeah.
you like it or not and whether you think it's a song that
Oh.
anybody might remember at some
fits
point
the
down
Or
the
it
line.
fits the
Yeah.
category.
If you
it
hear
fits
it-
the category.
I can.
Kathy, I'm granting
safely
you your
say I would
alternate
probably
pick,
turn
by the way.
off
No,
all of
it's
these songs
fine.
if
It's
they were on the
fine,
radio.
Peter. I'm fine.
Then
No,
Do you want to
them
give Jay your
probably would
alternate
not
pick?
be
It
on the
doesn't
radio.
matter.
Hey, yeah. Do you want to give Jay your alternate pick?
No, it's fine. No.
Could we guess?
No? Okay.
This
No.
might be an interesting little exercise. Could we guess what songs may appear on this list?
No.
No.
No, because that. What if that?
Let's just do it.
Is there anyone that?
This is why it's a 2-hour show.
I know.
Right.
It's just a
Well, all these
word.
songs are like 2 minutes or
Yeah.
less.
This is why I'm trying to move it along.
I know, Peter,
Oh.
but you know what? The first song I wanted was a 7-minute song. I said, nope, nope, nope.
Oh
That's
my
not going to
God,
fly.
7 minutes
It was
Yikes.
a 7
That would've been
yeah,
awesome.
from World War II.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
a Pete pick.
Thinking a big band.
Yeah, it was
kind
a
of.
Oh, it
big
was a
band
big
number.
band number.
It was a big
Okay.
band number.
Yeah.
It did have lyrics, but the other thing we always get hung up on, and I don't know why, is it's sort of like teaching school, isn't it? I don't have a pencil. I just gave you a pencil. I can't find it. Where do I put my name? What did you say we're doing? Where's my book? We've
That's
been
this
there.
group.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Anyway, the other thing that we always get hung up on is whether an instrumental is considered a song. So can we make a group decision
Of course
on
it
that?
is.
Of course it is.
I agree with that, but
think it's a
sometimes we
song.
don't do that. Sometimes we go, well, no, wait a minute.
You just gave him classical CDs. Of course it's music.
I agree with you. I agree, but we have to agree with that.
We agree.
So a song
the
has
rules
to
tend
have
to change.
lyrics and
No.
a tune.
Doesn't have to have lyrics.
Doesn't have to have lyrics. That's
It
what
has
we're
to have
saying.
musical notes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
They have to be
Because
instruments
one of the
playing.
songs I liked was
feel.
all an instrumental, and I thought, no, they're going to say, well, it doesn't have any lyrics.
Well, careful, because Bobby McFerrin used to do songs, but it was all no instruments on the
it's
song.
just yeah.
He is
I
the
would pick
instrument.
He's the instrument.
Yeah.
That's
A
right.
voice is an
Pentatonics.
instrument, though, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Don't
I would
worry.
agree. Okay, I stand
Yeah, just
corrected.
be happy.
Be happy.
Pentatonics says that.
Don't worry.
Well,
Let's play song number 1.
Okay.
Meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that the June sunny go I will sing in this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some
I'm anticipating a live microphone. Okay.
Oh my God! You know that wasn't my song, but Vera Charles. Somebody did some research on this. because that was the song in Europe. And Vera Charles lived until she was like 117.
Not Vera Charles.
Is it Vera? What?
Whose song was that?
Me.
Pete, what's the name of the song?
We'll meet again.
It's also used. There's some show on PBS that uses it.
Yeah,
It was also in the movie Dr. Strangelove.
It's Vera who, Peter?
Vera
Lynn.
Vera Lynn. Yeah.
It sounded German.
No,
It is one of the most famous songs of the Second World War and
right.
resonated with servicemen going off to fight as well as their families and loved ones.
Yeah. And in Europe, or at least in England, that song is like for this age.
Is
it's,
Vera
it's
Lynn
sort of like the
British?
Star Spangled Banner.
Is she British?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
is.
So she's not
Very
American?
British, yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
She passed away not all that long ago, maybe 10.
Yeah, and at
2012.
100 and something years old, I mean, like, and she was singing until she was like 100 or
Is it sad that Bob and I know this?
Yeah.
No.
By the way, this song was playing as Dr. Strangelove was riding the nuke down to its explosion.
That's right.
That's where I know it.
That's where I recognize it
That's
from.
right. Yeah.
So that was
Watch out, train.
That just gained him half a point.
So that was actually World War III, if you think about it.
And
But
you know,
okay.
it's a great song. I wonder in this age, your ages, when you're at a bar, it's sort of like when you. This is not a song, like singing piano, a song that everybody would then put around your arms around everybody, and you would go back and forth. It may be like Sweet Caroline, or
That's the end of the night in a very dark bar.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought you were
But well,
getting fresh.
No, don't they still play
I was
closing
excited
time
for a moment.
at
Yeah.
the end of the night?
But what song would that be today? That people would let's all it would have to be sort of like a slow song. It's give
I
me
want
a
to rock and
song.
roll all night. Everybody would sing.
No. But
Everybody would sing that.
Sweet Caroline might be it.
Sweet
Yeah, that's
Caroline.
true.
And
Yeah.
I
That's
also
one.
remember watching a clip because there obviously was a show on Broadway, and then Neil
That's
Diamond
Neil
came out
Diamond.
in the balcony,
Yeah.
80 years old or whatever, and
Right.
started
Oh,
singing
yes,
Sweet
yes,
Caroline.
yes.
Right. Right.
I think
I mean-
the Red Sox made that popular.
They did, and I hate the Red Sox, but I like Sweet Caroline.
Yeah.
I
Same.
liked you till now.
We're still gonna let him in
my
here?
favorite song related to baseball would be New York, New York by
We know
Frank
he's a
Sinatra.
Yankees fan.
We're Yankee territory here.
That not so much liking you now is turning to hate.
Okay.
Do you now
Who doesn't like
hate
Frank Sinatra?
Do most of the people in town know that you like the spank me?
I think a lot of people do know that. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And you're still around, huh?
See, this is an interesting territory out here because I worked the Berkshires for 20 years. That's a 50-50 county because you're close.
You're closer to the
New York.
border.
Yeah, and it's really weird up there. So I was very neutral all those years that I was up there. You know, my family came from Boston, but that's as far as I would let them think I leaned either way. Yeah,
It's you know how I'm 4 years old, and my brother, who hated the Yankees, would give me all of his Yankees Topps baseball cards. So that's how I started liking the Yankees at 4. There's a story. My first card was the 1977 Topps Reggie Jackson AL All-Star card.
Holy
Never
cow.
forget.
Oh, my.
wow.
And so, and you all know that. That's interesting. You all know these, right? Because we're old. So there you go. That's why.
I'm not as
we're
old as
but-
this category, though.
No. And that's how I picked my team. You know, he could have given me George Brett, and I would be a Royals fan today, probably. You know, that's how I picked my team.
I'm from New York, so. You
See,
know.
I remember baseball cards fondly because we'd be at the schoolyard across the street, pitching cards and and whatever it was flipping the cards and that's how we traded them and lost them. My first delve into gambling, right?
Yes.
So, but it was fun. Yeah, that was childhood. That was just fun.
It was.
You know.
Zap, during World War II, were the Yankees playing during World War? See, this sounds. I picture baseball beginning like in the 50s.
Baseball
rather-
began in 1876.
yeah.
First team was the Cincinnati Red Stockings, and now they're the Reds.
Oh,
You know
so
way
Some
too
of those
much.
teams traveled along the railroad and played in Westfield.
Yeah.
So during World War II, there were baseball games.
There was, and I
Yeah.
believe it was Mickey Mantle who went and served, though, right? And
There were a
so he
handful
missed
of them,
a handful
yeah.
that went and
Handful.
served in the military and missed the seasons. Yep.
Because all those men were off fighting
Bobby
war.
Mercer
so
was one.
Was that the women's leagues then came into existence?
There's still men that played. I'm not sure. Look,
The game kept on, of course, the women's baseball,
Right.
for a league of their own.
Right.
That movie put part of it. But many ball players served in various capacities. Some of them just being a celebrity overseas and
Right.
helped the war.
Right.
Propaganda
If you
machine,
played
if
an
you will.
instrument, you were in the USO and entertaining the troops or
Right.
something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to vote on that.
yeah, we have to
Yeah.
score. Pete's
Yeah.
giving himself a 10.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
And
Jay, what do you give?
believe me,
I'll go with a 10.
10.
I'll go with
Absolutely.
a 10.
Absolutely.
Holy cow.
I got to give it a 9
Oh,
Hope.
because I'm not
Well-
always a 10.
Yeah.
It's hard for me. This category is hard because it's most memorable, and I have never heard that song in my life.
it doesn't mean
Same.
that. It means, but now will you remember it? It doesn't mean if
No.
you
Probably
haven't.
not.
heard it.
No.
No.
I won't. I'll remember that I didn't know.
Hey, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Next
For
time I'll
once,
be like, was that song? I don't
for
remember.
once, I picked the shortest song. It was only 1:50.
That's probably why I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
remember.
We'll
In fact,
meet
You
again.
guys all talk during
I don't
the
even know if I
songs.
remember it right now.
I don't either. I
know if I
don't
remember
either.
it right
Like,
now.
Most of
Sure I
the
am.
songs you young ones won't know anyway, so saying that you never heard it doesn't matter.
It doesn't mean it's the most memorable for
I love
you.
being called a young one.
Yes.
well, it's
correct.
subjective. It has to be. I'm giving it a score based on my.
Yo, so you
What's
could
your
song.
score?
Fine, go
So
ahead.
I'm giving it a 7. I'll give you a 7 because everyone else thinks it's memorable.
Yeah,
Zap.
I'm going with an 8 for that same reason. Not that I remember the song whatsoever.
And Kenny.
If that song were to come on the radio in the car,
Oh,
would I turn
no,
it
it
up?
wouldn't.
No,
No.
you wouldn't turn any of these up.
They're
though.
not going to be on.
You
the
are
radio.
incorrect
doesn't
about
work.
that.
See, now that's an interesting criteria.
But it
Would you
doesn't
turn
work
it up
for this.
if you heard it on the road?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to think about that.
We go with
I
that
brought
a
that
lot.
criteria.
Yep. Yep. That's Zap's criteria.
Okay, I like
yeah.
We use that a lot.
I would not turn this song up because
No.
I don't even know what it is.
We'll
Well,
meet again.
honestly,
Right.
I wouldn't turn it
Play
up
it again,
either.
Pete. I
It
need-
doesn't
No.
mean that I don't think it's a memorable song.
I think it.
from
I
World
think
You
it
know,
is a.
with it
War.
being
I
at
wouldn't
a
turn it up either, but that doesn't mean it's not.
Ken,
a
where's
song
your
I-
number?
with it being at a minute and a half, I mean, by the time the song comes on
And it's over.
and you finally get up the nerves to ask that woman to dance, and then you get 20 seconds for the dance, yeah, because of that, 7.5.
Oh,
Wait,
So
Kenny's-
you only want to dance for 20
Kenny's
seconds?
doing a little mind bending there.
but this is one of those songs. What do you call it musically when you go? You bring it up a notch. We'll meet again. We'll meet again. We'll meet. I don't know. What do you?
Key
Are you
change?
talking
Key
key
change.
change?
There's key changes in this that build and build and build, and I think that if you knew the tune, that you'd want to sing this song again.
I
and
just
again.
think it's too
Well,
short. That's
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Part,
yeah.
part
Well,
of
you
the
sing it
issue
14
is
times.
a
14
lot
times.
of the World War II songs were these very sentimental, ballady. That was the style
Yeah,
in World
yeah.
War
Right.
II.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm overseas.
band, yeah.
I want to come home. I miss my home. White Christmas.
I'll
That's
s-
a World
yeah,
War
yeah.
II song.
Really?
Oh,
We'll
and
meet
the
again
Sentimental
after you go
Journey.
back and fight the war, and let's hope you stay alive.
I almost picked Sentimental Journey.
And they
Oh,
were-
me
That's
too.
the
I
only
can't
other war
imagine
song
you
I
would
knew
pick
besides
Sentimental
White
Journey.
Oh.
But
I couldn't go with it. It was
were.
too
They-
obvious.
They were
Yeah.
heartfelt
I went
and
obvious, I didn't care.
sentimental, which today doesn't wash. You know, we don't like those ballads anymore, unless you're on Broadway. Then you can do anything.
No, I would disagree. There's a lot of cool
Don't
music
you
out there.
disagree with me, Jay? Oh, I need you for something, by the way. Speaking of,
I'm going to yell at you. Oh, by the way, I need you.
by the way, you're getting the finger.
Uh-oh. Which one?
Well, it doesn't.
and where?
let me
Not
put-
that one.
Let me put it this way: it doesn't wash with this group. This group is not sentimental.
Okay.
I'm sentimental.
I'm
Yes,
sentimental.
No,
Not about
Yes.
the same
Who's
thing.
next?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And,
Pete,
and you'll
next
listen
up.
From reference.
All right, here we go.
Zap's rolling his eyes.
No.
There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in. I want to be their boy, spread some joy when they take old Berlin. There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Brooklyn boys begin to take the joint apart and tear it down when they take old Berlin. They're gonna start a row and show 'em how we paint the town back in Kokomo. They're gonna take a hike through Hitler's Reich and change that Heil to what you know, Joe. There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in. You could never keep 'em happy down on the farm after they take Berlin.
There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in. I wanna be their boy, spread some joy when they take over Berlin.
And may I join you?
There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Brooklyn boys begin to take the joint apart and tear it down when they take over Berlin. They're gonna start a row and show them how we paint the town back in Michigan. They're gonna take a hike through Hitler's Reich and change the Heil to give me some skin. There'll be a hot time
in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in. You're never gonna keep 'em happy down on the farm after they take Berlin.
There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in.
Go marching in.
I wanna be their boy, spread some joy
when they take Berlin, the Yanks go marching in.
There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Brooklyn boys begin.
The boys begin
to take the joint apart and tear it down when they take Berlin. There'll be a hot time in the town of Berlin when the Yanks go marching in. You could never keep 'em happy down on the farm.
The life of these would never please, they'd shudder with alarm.
No, you couldn't keep 'em happy down on the farm after they take Berlin.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All right.
Somebody did a lot of research. You know, I take back the 10 I gave that first song, but only because this song deserves a 10.5, maybe even an 11.
Whose song is it?
It was mine.
See, I told you she was going to win again.
No.
Kathy, what's the name of the song?
The hot time in the town tonight when we meet when we get into Berlin.
So
longest title in the
Pearl
Jam catalog. What are we
just
talking
right, just right. Hot time.
So the singers were Andrew's sisters, right?
The reason I chose it, it's not a song that's well known.
No.
But it's a song that was very popular during World War II. The soldiers loved to sing this song. And I chose it because, first of all, it's one of the few that has a jazzy, upbeat, big band sound to it. And big band came in during World War II. It was very popular, the jazz age. It was sort of a precursor of rock and roll. And it uses a lot of the elements from the World War II music. It uses big band, and it also used Bing Crosby and the Andrews sisters, who were the performers that were so well known. They were top of the charts. Frank Sinatra was just starting to come along. He was a young kid then. Vera, what's her name, was another one that was
Vera Lynn.
Vera Lynn.
Vera
But look
Lynn
at you, remember that one?
I wrote it down.
He doesn't know the song, but he knows
it kind of encompasses everything. It was used in the propaganda film Victory as its opening number, and it was just a song. It was popular with the armed forces more than.
Do you know what I love about this particular one? We're getting first-hand historical memories of World War II from Kathy Palmer right now.
She was there.
Well, and that was a lot of patriotic songs. That's one of the better ones.
Yes, and it was well known then. It's not a song. I think it's probably not politically correct today.
I was thinking that same thing saying that a song
Yeah.
that says, okay, we're going to go over there and we're going to destroy Putin or whatever would not
we
make
would
it in
not.
the
And don't forget that in World War II,
Maybe it should.
we as
I'd be cool with it. I don't know. What
Yeah,
do you think?
I think Middle America would be all over that.
Yeah, I do too.
Putin
So,
to put
anyway,
Putin
that
on the
was-
And
Putin.
Kim Jong Un, whatever.
Is it ill or un?
I don't know, but they just signed
It's
some
Un.
pact together or whatever.
But we would not have a song where it was so specific.
No, there were
Let's
some
go
really-
to Berlin and we're going to bomb Berlin.
Yeah, it's
and
talking
if you
about
really
Hitler
think
and-
about and
Yeah,
let's
somebody
kill
seems
the
to
guy-
forget about the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah,
But
They're
they-
now the chicks.
And that was conquering Berlin.
lost the
was,
Dixie part.
Was the big focus
I
in
know.
World War II,
Yeah.
getting into Berlin and destroying Berlin and Nuremberg. So.
Yeah,
It's
right.
interesting. You know why this
I
really resonates
wasn't
too?
there, Zap, but I do remember.
Because I was going to ask you, did Hitler really take a cyanide pill or not?
I don't know that he
Or did he
did. I
shoot
thought
himself?
he just shot himself in his head.
So interestingly enough,
Didn't he shoot
as
his
you bring up-
girlfriend first?
No, she took cyanide. Of
Okay.
course, he tested it on his dog. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing. That dog. Anyway.
Horrible,
Well,
horrible.
he's
Can you
obviously
tell-
a horrible
But
person.
I
they
just-
killed their
Well,
children.
I mean, yes, but it's. I just watched that new Hitler documentary on Netflix. That's
Oh,
so
is
like
it? Is
60s.
it? Yeah, it's worth seeing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm a history guy, so
Yeah.
I just thought it was fascinating and interesting about the war strategy too. His war plans. I don't know. He's obviously a sick guy.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
the reason,
Sick yet genius at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't.
A little
think he was a
frightening,
genius.
actually. No, but his ability to manipulate the masses is.
Oh,
Zap.
yeah,
Nice.
Sarah,
yeah.
that's what he did well, and it's scary because
It's
he had
happening
the,
again.
He had the people doing that for him.
Yeah.
You know, and
This documentary is really.
The
That
ultimate narcissist.
technology that
who was the minister of propaganda? Goebbels.
Goebbels,
Goebbels. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was.
whom I did not know personally before you asked.
But that's the stuff. The marching.
Did
the
you vote for
filming.
FDR?
Yeah. The
How many
All
times?
4 times.
yeah.
All 4 times. And don't ask about Woodrow Wilson,
She's setting me
It's
up.
okay. You're right. She is.
Calvin Coolidge,
But it's.
Herbert Hoover.
Was he as silent as he said he would? Did he really? I'm sorry.
Oh my.
That's all right. I lost
That
my
was
whole
Cal.
train of
Oh,
thought,
I
so
know,
it
I
doesn't
know.
matter.
She keeps going. I can't help it.
Oh my God, help me.
It's rubbing off on me.
Did you go to his house in Northampton?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, but he was
For dinner?
Was that was?
And is there a
Cal
sign that says
before-
Kathy
yeah,
slept here?
Cal was before.
I've been to his bar,
Oh,
Silent
my
Cal's Cafe. Remember that?
My goodness.
Calvin.
What
was
are we on
before-
today?
Wait a minute. Calvin
the
was
rails
before
again.
World War II.
Nothing.
wasn't
Yes, he
I
was.
He was.
hasn't
Yeah,
Calvin
yeah.
Coolidge.
We're going to have to take drug tests before the next. Making
Before the next debate.
Yeah.
Yes, only because it's required.
So are you giving yourself a 10
You
on
must
that,
test
Kathy?
positive.
Kathy, are you giving yourself a 10?
I'll give myself a 10.
You
Very
know,
good.
you know it's serious when Ken's bringing us back to,
Yes, it just sort of seems that song is worthy of more than 10 because I liked it. better
Bob's
than-
giving it a 10.
Okay. Next.
I didn't know that song, but I liked it. Even though it was like the lyrics were so serious, it was like a peppy song. Let's sing fun songs about Hitler and bombing.
Oh.
So I'm going with a 9.
Wow.
Jay?
Well, first of all, and I can
First
hear.
of all?
First of all, I could hear Andrew's
means there's
sisters.
more coming?
Andrew's sisters, I love. Bing Crosby, I love, and Big Band, I love.
Did you ever see them in
So not
concert?
everything.
It's
Oh my God.
I sang with them.
yes.
I sang backup. I sang backup.
front row seats,
Front row
front row center.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Oh my goodness.
So
God, you guys are mean to me today.
and Big Band.
It's with
is-
love, Kathy.
Big Band was all over World War II. So that was the three sounds.
Yeah.
The sound of Big Band, Bill Crosby, Bing Crosby, and
Did you say Bill
and-
Cosby?
That's a different kind of big band.
Big Band. No. And the Andrews sisters. Those were all the sounds.
I gotta go.
The,
Gotta go.
the
Yes,
overall
they were.
sounds.
I'm gonna
The
get-
overall sounds
I'm
were
gonna
there.
get 2s from everyone anyway. Let me just.
So, and first of all, you said there were no lively songs. Then you pick one.
No, I didn't. I said a lot of the songs were the sentimental songs.
Sentimental, yeah. Or
There
the
were-
boogie
there were a lot of
woogie,
really great
the
big
boogie
band
woogie.
numbers.
Yeah.
You know,
but,
that
but
There were a
again,
lot
that
of
was
really
Andrew's
big band
sister's stuff.
songs.
Yeah, it's a great stuff. But because you don't want to win, I give you a 5.
What? Oh, thanks.
See,
Wait a minute.
All right.
I'm going to give it an 8. I liked it. Kenny?
Ken?
Yeah, I knew it was the Andrew sisters when I heard it.
Yeah.
I knew it was Bing, too.
Yep.
You
I
never
knew it was
mistake
Bing,
Bing's
too.
voice.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
He had a voice. Not a nice man.
It resonated with me. 9.
Oh, my.
I'm going with an 8. I'm going with an 8 again.
Sorry, Kathy. It looks like you might have to come up with another topic.
No,
that 5 might have sunk.
No, because I know what's coming.
That 5 really
I know
did
one
him
that's
in.
coming, and that was my first choice, so I know what's coming.
All right.
And it's awesome. I don't know
Okay.
whose it is, but it's awesome.
How do you know what's coming?
Because I chose it and someone already had it.
Oh.
So
Oh, well, it wasn't me, I don't
probably
Wasn't me.
It's-
Bob,
it's
Bob already
probably
told me he's
Oh.
giving me a
Never
3.
know.
who's next?
you never know.
I might just.
All right.
Here we go.
3.5.
Never thought that you would be standing here so close to me. There's so much I feel that I should say, but words can wait until some other day. Kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I dream about you, or just how empty they all seem without you. So kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long
First heard this piece during one of my favorite movies and probably one of the top 2 submarine movies ever made, Run Silent, Run Deep.
Oh,
yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So it was being played by Tokyo Rose as she announced the U.S. ship had sank. and that there were no survivors, and the ship was sitting at the bottom of the Bungo Straits.
You just want to say bungo.
Yeah. So Tokyo Rose actually, she didn't start off as a person. All right.
Legit.
Allied, okay.
Yeah, I was
pay
gonna say,
attention here,
you've
Mr.
gotta-
History teacher.
You've got to explain who Tokyo Rose is.
Allied
Oh, yeah.
forces called every English-speaking female on Tokyo radio Tokyo Rose.
Tokyo Rose, yeah.
All right. But one woman ended up taking that name. All right. Eva Tagore. She was an American citizen who traveled to
that's
Japan to
so
take
true.
care of a sick family member before the war started. Then the war started up. She had no way of getting home. So Eva Tagore originally went by Orphan Anne.
Orphan Anne.
But officially took on the name Tokyo Rose when she ended up working for Radio Tokyo. Now, I bring all this up because one of the well-known programs that she was on, and you'll be familiar with this, Mr. History teacher, was the 0 Hour broadcast. It was propaganda radio meant to demoralize the Allied troops with announcements of fallen soldiers.
Yeah.
Now, this was one of the songs that was often played on that program. The lyrics were written from the perspective of a person welcoming home their spouse at the end of the war. It's from 1945 and originally performed by Harry James and his orchestra with Kitty Callan on vocals. It actually went to Billboard's #1 spot on November 24th of 45.
Wow. I was 4 days old and when it came, it went to the number.
You remember it?
I wasn't.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I was 12.
No, you weren't.
100?
You weren't even born. Right. Then next year.
Yeah. So I got to give myself a 10 on that one.
Yeah, that's got to be when I think that trumpet. Oh my God! That's a trumpet at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, it brings me right back. I mean, not back to there, but it just is so romantic and so reminiscent of a time period which was such of relief and joy and welcoming the soldier back home and honoring the soldier. It's a really interesting thing how this war they honored the soldier, and then in Korea we kind of forgot the soldier, as well as the same thing in Vietnam. And this is that first war that the whole world was involved with. It's not the first war. It's the Second World War. But I mean, like, there was this feeling of, oh my God, we saved the world for democracy in a way, right? And so there was this great feeling of that. And so, this is another, like, one of those. I've got to give it another 10. Yikes.
Kathy?
Yeah, I got to go with a 10. I think you're right, and I think what you mean to say, Bob, is, although I'm never quite sure what Bob means to say, but World War II, in my way of thinking, was the last time that we had a national celebration of a war's ending.
Yeah.
You know, now it's sort of anticlimactic. We pull the troops out, they come home, we're done.
Right.
It was the last time that we had this whole country patriotic feeling. Now, not everybody, because we did have pockets here. We had Socialist Party very active in the United States during World War II.
Right.
And so not everyone was all in favor. Zep, what do you think? Being the history teacher.
There were pockets of resistance, I guess. Absolutely.
Very much so.
And we did some bad stuff, too, in this country. I think when
oh, my gosh.
When we put the Japanese Americans into internment camps, that's a definite stain on American history.
Real stain. I mean, we were doing the same thing to the Japanese that that Hitler was doing to.
Well, he took
we didn't exterminate them.
No. But we were keeping them in camp.
Concentrated them, and it also for a long. And I do remember this growing up, folks. For a long time, we were very askance at anybody with a German accent.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We were very askance.
There are songs that came out during World War II that are specifically today would be beyond racist.
Oh yeah.
And there's one, trying to pump up the war effort that I can't even say on the air, but it had to do with the Japanese.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the one you mean.
And people would say that as if though it was nothing. And the same thing, they wouldn't call. They had like sauerkraut, these kinds of foods.
Oh, yeah.
It's just from a historical perspective. You couldn't. German was not good at that. Germany was not good at that point. So, but it was also part of the war propaganda. Stuff happened during World War II that would never happen today, in terms of. You'd like to think anyway with propaganda, and I don't know if we didn't turn anybody. But
propaganda really became, forgive the term, but an art form during World War II.
Oh my God.
Tokyo Rose.
She was actually charged with treason by the U.S. government.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
then Ford pardoned her. But.
Is it because
so she made it home? So she wasn't in Hiroshima or Nagasaki.
Right.
We were finally getting an international media more so than World War I.
Yeah.
Right.
And then look at what Germany did. I mean, look, the reason all of those films are available today was that was all meant to be propaganda.
Yeah.
You look at newly found World War II film. Well, yeah, because there's so much of it was made, and that was at Hitler's direction.
Right.
And we had our own propaganda films here as well. I mean, like George Stevens and some of those big directors, Daryl Zanuck, were hired by the government to make films that were supporting the war
Reagan
effort.
Do that? Yeah. Reagan did that. Didn't he do war films?
I think he may have.
Yeah.
Almost everybody did
Memphis
war
Belle
films.
is a good example
I think
of.
you're right, Peter.
Yeah, Memphis Belle was done soon after the war, but. Did you get him?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, and
how do we know it's a him?
Well, this song, he said, didn't hit the charts till December or November of 45.
It
so
came
the
out
war
in
was over.
45.
Yeah.
And that's when it hit #1. But also that same year, July 12th, actually, it was covered by Bing Crosby with Les Paul.
Right. And it had been done earlier. You're saying that it wasn't. It was during the war, but it was at its very end.
No, because VJ Day was September.
August
was the first week of September, and that's when the Japanese officially surrendered, and the Germans surrendered on May 7th, which is VE Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
In 45, Charlie Spivak and his orchestra also charted with it.
It's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to give it also an 8. Hope.
I'm going 8.5.
Oh, lovely.
And Bob already gave it a 10.
I have
to. I got to give it a 10 too, because you have the history behind it, the propaganda reasoning behind it, and I need Kenny to work with me on Saturday.
Jay, you're very political in your choices here.
I know he's not political when it comes to national stuff, but he's very political in the room.
Within the studio, yes. I'm proud to be part of the panel, yes.
Pete, what did you give it?
I give it an 8 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I already cut. We got 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. We need 7.
Oh, so Pete's the other
8. Yep.
There we go. Wow.
Okay.
Amazing, huh? Isn't it that there is a lot to talk about when you hear these songs? I mean, that during a time period when the world was at this precipice, and just to have the music be there for us.
And unfortunately, we do love to talk about it, but we have 40 minutes to cover 4 more songs.
Oh, perfect.
Let's go.
Somebody's going to keep us on time.
Yeah,
Peter?
sure.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tooty-lad, a tooty blows it 8 to the bar. in boogie rhythm. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a bzz bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump A to the bar. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Do 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 da da do da da do do. He blows it A to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. To sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up. When he plays reveille, he's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 Company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
All right. So that was my song. And
Wholly obvious.
totally obvious, but I'm not of that era. So I was proud of myself that I didn't need to look up a song because I knew
Hey,
that was a World War II song.
Only
The
two
Andrews
people were
Sisters.
grown adults in that era.
Bob just said he
Wow.
was 4 days
Actually, I
old.
wasn't.
I was born in
that era.
in November 20th, 1945.
Oh, I thought it was 1845. I'm sorry.
Ow! I was post.
When Johnny Comes Marching Home was the big one back then.
So I grew up with my grandparents, and so my recollection of anything of World War II is really like from them. And so this,
grandparents.
like I said, was the song. I didn't need to look up a song, research a song. I was like, I know that song. I know it's the Andrews Sisters. I picture them in their USO tour outfits, and so it's obvious. But for me, it fit the memorable part. Like, as someone who didn't grow up, I'm not a history buff. I'm not into that music. I remembered that song being from World War II. So I
You
thought
remembered
it was,
that?
Well, like, it was memorable to me. Like, I knew it was World War II.
And this,
what are you giving yourself?
I'm giving myself a 10.
Yeah.
Duh.
I just was just thinking. I never thought about the lyrics to this, but it's about a musician
Yes.
who joins the army and then has to play
Revelry.
reveille,
Yeah,
which
taps
is
or whatever,
waking.
yeah.
No, waking.
Oh, yeah,
up.
that's waking people up in the morning.
So he does it by this sort of jazzy thing. Hope, I love you. But it is obvious, but I can't help but say that, I'm going to give, because I'm giving so high marks to all these songs, I'm going to give you an 8.
Okay.
But I got to increase your knowledge. Someday you're going to come over, we'll sit in the living room with wine, and I'll play my CDs
He'll
of World
play
War
78s for you.
78s.
So
I
do I have to,
break-
like, FaceTime Zap and blink twice so he can save me?
Are you going to have to hand crank the Victrola?
I wondered that. I was going to be.
It's on that round drum.
If we had somebody like Bruno Mars.
I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going with a 10. It was my first choice, Hope, and you already had it.
So Jay, Ken, and myself are left. I'm going with an 8. It was also a little obvious, but really, I've been straight 8ing.
You've been straight 8ing.
What I would say is, of all the ones, that's actually the one that I knew too. So there you go.
Oh. Isn't it strange that it's the one song that everybody knows?
Well, it's the boogie
It's been-
woogie. It's the
'cause
boogie
been
woogie.
so
part.
used in pop culture.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
so, yeah. It is, and they were very popular, and you see the video a lot too. That pops up on social media several times, so I think that's part of it.
Yeah, and that tight harmony, is that used in groups today? Is there a modern group that
yeah. They were it in the 40s.
Yeah.
The Andrews Sisters, that's where you went.
Yeah.
If you were going to be singing. So for what it's worth, there's a 10 there. So
You gave a 10?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure, give her a 10.
And
you just
Kenny's up.
say.
8.
Last one.
These are going to be the highest scores we've ever had.
Oh, that's funny.
It's definitely true. You're right.
Yeah. All
Wow.
right, what do we got?
You would think we'd like this music, given the high
scores. I know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it?
It's fitting the category. I
Yeah,
That's what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
We got them all?
No, we got, yep.
No.
Yeah, we got all the scores. I got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Somebody jumped in real quick with an 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart and mind embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Figure out when this was. Well, that was I'll Be
Nice
Seeing
song.
You. That was a very young Frank Sinatra. Would you recognize his voice? I mean,
Yeah, I would. It's a signature voice. I think a lot of those singers of that era, of the 40s and the 50s, had that. And you can't miss Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
You can't miss Rosemary Clooney. Oh, wait, you don't know these people.
we're right. Yeah.
I know
actually
who
know who
Rosemary
Rosemary
Clooney
Clooney
is.
That's only because you
Ew.
know it's George's aunt.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't
No?
know that.
Did not know that?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God!
Yes, it's
Tommy Dorsey Orchestra, the brothers Dorsey. There's Jimmy Dorsey and Tommy Dorsey.
And you're telling me you don't know what happened to Glenn Miller? Do you know?
Yeah. I know what happened to Glenn Miller.
Hope, do you know what happened to Gwen?
No.
Bob, tell her.
I'll fill you in all later.
Yeah.
All right.
He was, actually,
The
he was,
history teacher.
he was a soldier in World War II.
I'll
I
fill you
think.
all in later.
Yeah.
It's part of my support.
Yeah, there we are.
All right,
Okay.
support us.
All right.
Remember, intervention is at 10:15.
Yeah.
I can make
In
that.
my office, because I told him I'd be back to work at 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Bob is leading the group.
No, I'm going to give that one a 10. That's I'll be seeing you, and instead of saying goodbye during World War II, soldiers would say so long, or I'll be seeing you rather than goodbye, because goodbye sounded so definite.
It's
Like
bad
they
luck.
weren't coming
Bad
Say
luck.
bad luck when you don't
Yeah.
say goodbye when you go into
Yeah,
war.
yeah. And
We still say that. We say, see you later.
yeah,
We still
yeah.
say that.
When you're going on the airplane, she's saying goodbye.
Oh,
no, don't do that.
No.
Like the movie Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a nice trip.
Bye.
All right, you guys.
When you going to Vegas, Ken?
Yeah.
I ain't saying.
Well, I'm going to New Zealand, so
He's not saying goodbye. That's
No.
going to New Zealand.
I do, however, fly exclusively Boeing 737s.
Yeah. The verse in this song is something like cathedral bells were ringing, and maybe they were going to be married, or my mother and father, I think, were married just before he went off to war. I mean, I think
lot
that
of
was
people
it.
did that, yeah.
Well, courtship was really quick. You meet a girl
No,
and you marry her because
sleepy.
it's
you never know.
You never know. So at any rate, I thought that I'll be seeing you, and everybody's recorded it. I was going to do the Rod Stewart recording. With
Oh, thank you for not doing
good. Good.
Wow.
No.
I might have scored it higher.
Yeah. How about
Really? Because
yeah.
Rod Stewart, to me, is one of the most. He's right up there with Katy Perry.
Oh.
I mean,
we don't like Katy Perry.
no.
I
And
gotta remember that.
Rod Stewart, oh my
I
God.
like Katy Perry.
Yeah. But Katy Perry, no. Katy Perry doesn't sing the American. How about Linda Ronstadt singing that?
I do like Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, yeah, because she did.
She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, oh
Has
my
a
God!
beautiful
If
voice.
you her Sentimental Journey album,
Blue Bayou. I just listened to that by Linda Ronstadt. That's
so
incredible.
good. Oh, so wonderful.
Sorry, am I
Singing
just?
that in my
Oh, that's a good category, Linda Ronstadt.
And she looked good in roller skates, as I recall.
Yeah.
That was before Nelson Riddle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And what's that song
Explain
she
that to
did with
Hope.
Aaron Neville? Right? If I don't.
Aaron Neville.
Yeah.
God, did that just come out of my mouth?
Yeah, Aaron Neville, and I don't remember the song.
Yeah,
But
song.
you're right.
I don't know much, but I know
Yeah,
I
I
love
know
you.
I love you. Yeah.
All right, whose song is
Look at
it?
the note sheet.
I'm giving
Bob.
it. Yeah, it's my
Bob?
song, and I'm going to give it a 10.
Hope.
Nice one.
I did know that song.
Oh.
I did know it was Frank Sinatra. So I'm going to go with a 9.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
So, of all the performers that I wish I had seen before they died in concert would be Frank Sinatra. And I never did. Anyone ever see Frank live?
No.
No.
I have to think
know.
that would have been
Yeah.
terrific. And because of that, I'm going to go 8.5, Bob.
Okay.
So I'm higher than everybody else so far.
Yeah.
I've been kind of on the 8 train.
8. I'm on the 8 train. 8.
That's another song from World War II.
Yeah, there you go.
Take the 8 train. I think, right?
No, Moscow on the Hudson. Take a train.
Yeah. Ken, what do you got?
So during the song, I'm like, are you sure this is from World War II?
Yeah.
Well, Frank Sinatra, they re-released this song in '61, and that's the one I was familiar with.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
So now I'm thinking of that version, and then I heard this one from 40, but it didn't actually go anywhere until 44.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of the one from '61, which charted in '62.
Oh, it actually charted in the 60s.
That's the one I'm familiar
Yeah.
with.
Wild.
Yeah, it was released as a 45.
Oh.
That's this size, guys, for those of you who
Yeah.
don't know. It had
Was
a
it
big
a
hole in the middle.
different
With
version?
a big hole in the middle.
Big hole in the middle.
Did he
You had to
sing
put
it
a little
again?
thing
Well, what's
inside
actually
for
kind of
it.
cool about this song, Pete, you'll appreciate this. Billie Holiday's 44 recording of this song It was the final transmission sent by NASA to the Opportunity rover on Mars when its mission ended in February 2019.
I'll be seeing you.
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that just brought me up to an 8,
I was
Bob.
gonna say you're getting higher. I bet.
That's
for that.
funny.
So you're an 8. So who we got left? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pete
We got
and
Pete and
Jay.
Jay.
I'm going to give that one a 9. Again, it's the sound of World War II, and
Yeah.
100%.
I gave it an 8.
And the stories behind it, and the feelings behind it are all there.
Oh, Nora Jones recorded a version in 2020.
Yeah, I was going to play that one. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we get 2 more.
We do.
I can't even think what song.
Ken and Kathy.
Ken
What?
and Kathy.
No, they scored.
Oh, I scored.
What'd you guys give it?
No, we're all.
I gave it.
I got a
an 8.
10, a 9, an 8.5, an 8, an 8, a 9, and
Yeah,
an 8.
Ken, what did you score it?
8.
Okay. Kathy?
I scored an 8.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, well,
They joined me on
Liberace
the
has
8
a
train.
version that was in the final episode of Beavis and Butthead.
Liberace has a version?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so smarmy.
Oh, my God.
That would be cool.
Oh my God.
Next.
All right. What do we got? Oh.
You know that WFCR is more like WHYN or MAS
It's
now?
not FC yeah, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not music of
no, I
your
was
life
talking
anymore.
about MAS AM.
it's beautiful music.
MAS
Well, the
AM
full-
used to be
beautiful.
music
Well-
for your life, and they used to use this song as their promotional ad.
They did. And so I know it's something, too obvious, maybe, but, I just want to go back to one thing. I want to thank my dad for exposing me to so much music as a kid, including the Glenn Miller Orchestra, right?
Oh,
and I mean, that's why I appreciate Motown, like Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. People my age don't really know that stuff, but my dad used to, all on cassettes, by the way, and 8-tracks. But I remember all this music, and I remember we actually had the cassette of Glenn Miller. And then I obviously back then wanted to know more about him, and so for the song actually came out in '39. But I mean, if World War II was happening, and for anyone who doesn't think America was involved, you don't know history because at that point we were already supplying to the Allies and stuff like that. So we were technically in the war. We just didn't declare it until Pearl Harbor was bombed. Right. But Glenn Miller enlisted. He enlisted into the Army. And then he actually performed this song for the troops, and Glenn Miller was one of the bigger performers that would go and entertain the troops in Britain. In fact, did well over 300 performances, and that's why I picked it, not because of the obvious
day. He was the Bob.
He was the Bob Hope of the day, and there's a quote that he said that I think also resonates with me. He said, "We receive such sincere applause for Moonlight Serenade. I am convinced that what we are doing over here," meaning England, "is worth far more than all the money I could ever have made as a civilian." And I think that just speaks a lot about who he was and why his purpose for doing that. And then, of course, you asked what happened to him. Well, he died. He died when he was 40 years old. He was flying to France to perform there. They don't know exactly what happened to the plane. There's a theory that, so first of all, he was supposed to leave 2 days before. That plane, it was canceled because of weather. The next one was canceled because of weather. The third one, he gets on the plane, not even a registered passenger, but that's how much he was dedicated to getting over there. And they believe that the plane froze up, like it just crashed in English Channel. So that's how he died. They never found the plane, although someone says they think they did, whatever. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories behind all of that. But I just think he was more, I guess it's just, look at, when everyone is about the almighty dollar, there's a guy who gave that part up and went and performed for our troops. Now, it's not a song I would turn up. It is a song I would listen to, though. And obviously the Chattanooga Choo-Choo and other songs like that.
A little more up-tempo.
A little more up-tempo. Yeah. But this particular song, right, was on the Billboard charts for 15 weeks.
Wow.
So I think that's the thing. And then in 1991, it was finally posthumously nominated for a Grammy. So I think the story behind the song is compelling, and again, he's dead, and I think that's pretty compelling. If you're dying
most
to perform,
of them are.
No, but I mean, he died trying to go to France to perform after France had been liberated by the Allies. So, and that's how, December '44, D-Day. We're just talking about that, June 6th. So I think that's why I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to jump out, but.
Yeah, it's interesting that you can watch. I think the Glenn Miller story.
Yes,
because Steve Allen plays Glenn Miller or whatever, and they still have Glenn Miller festivals. They
do, and it opens and closes with Moonlight Serenade every time. So it's also still popular, I think, and even around the table, right? As we're sitting, everyone has heard that at some point, whether it's because of the WMAS, thing or not, but so the song was actually released RCA. It was an RCA song.
WRCH.
Wow. RCH. It was an RCA song. So there's my story.
15
I figure if you're dying to and you enlist in the military to entertain our troops for their obviously noble cause, then you deserve to be recognized.
So the song was
from
World War II, but it has nothing to do with World War II. It just happened to come out during those years.
No, well, it doesn't have lyrics, so it came out. No, it's.
Oh no, I think there must be here in the night, in the in the moonlight. I sit at your door.
I don't think we associate lyrics with it. I think it's more of a.
It's more of the instrumental. Yeah. No, it's not it's an instrumental song, so it doesn't say any words. I think it has every bit to do with World War II because of what he said, the soldiers' reaction to this song and to him.
Yeah.
And he was, like Jay said, the Bob Hope of his day. And then he died too young, at 40 years old, in the English Channel.
And big band music was about dancing too, right?
Yeah.
So this was the such a romantic ability at the end of the evening. If they're playing it at the end of the evening,
And they did.
You're not jiving. You're hugging at the end of the evening. At least they were.
Yeah. So there's my spiel.
Yeah. I love it. I'm giving you a 10.
Thank you, Bob. I'm giving myself a 10 as well.
And I've got you at 10.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go with a 10.
Oh my God.
Stacking up. I'll give him an 8.
8.5. I just don't associate it with World War II.
I know.
Kenny?
Yeah, yeah.
But I know that
I'm trying to tie it into World War II other than Zapp's story, which he made sure he printed out in red so that he would have some leverage.
I saw you print out too.
I printed nothing.
I did.
I wrote that, though.
What do you mean?
I wrote all this. I didn't just copy and paste.
Hey, look,
Oh, my
at 6
goodness.
a.m., I'm in a rush to get here on time. I'm usually coming in hot. Today I was here on time. That's all I'm saying.
God,
It's a hot time. It's a hot time.
Hot time. There you go. Hot times, Kathy. There you go.
We'll make it interesting. 7.5.
What?
Yeah,
Because we don't know who's going to win here.
I can't tie it into World War II.
What do you mean you can't? Oh my.
Outside of that, it just came from that year.
There's one more left.
All
One
right.
more song.
Come on.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Oh, there's one more.
Ready.
okay. After 2 fake outs, we actually have live mics.
Well, you think about that. Well, back then anyway, everybody knew that was coming. Everybody knew the crescendo was coming at the end, and they were waiting for it. And that was the big swing that they would go on the dance floor. And it was a lot of fun. So, and I remember
Were
that.
you there?
Kathy, I was there. So
I was not.
yeah, well,
The Lindy.
Glenn Miller and his orchestra. He left the orchestra, but the orchestra played on
Continued.
for years. In
Forever.
fact, yeah. Well, it's like
I don't know that he left by choice.
Yeah,
Jay.
no.
Okay.
But the
so he didn't go off to have a solo career. Just
so the
pointing that
story
out, okay?
the story there
You know,
is-
even Leonard Skinner survived after a crash. So, you know,
And
it
Glenn
happened.
Miller's dead. We've established
Yeah.
that fact. Let's move along.
Okay.
Shiny things.
somewhere around the 40th anniversary or the
Squirrel.
40th reunion of St. Joseph's College in Hartford, I was asked to DJ for this thing.
Yeah.
Now, that would have been roughly around 1980 or so.
Oh, I think
And-
I was alive.
Yeah, and
We
I
were
needed to
alive,
go
yeah.
back and find music that they would have remembered that they would
Sure.
have been dancing to back then. So I'm telling them the story. I love to tell stories about how I came up with the music for a particular thing, and I'm saying to all of these folks that have 40 years past high school, I'm saying, yeah, and in order to research the songs for this show, I went and talked to my father. And all of them, your father! I was in trouble the rest of the night.
Yeah.
But this song was what I played next. And, of course, that endeared them to me all that much more. Not much more, but so just a little bit anyway. So there is why I love Glenn Miller. It puts me back into that era. Again, Glenn
Does
Miller.
it put you in the mood?
It puts me in the mood. Yes, it does.
Ooh,
And there were
That was
lyrics to
terrible,
that.
wasn't it?
There were lyrics to
Oh,
that
yeah.
song
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Now to
The modern airs.
the theory, the conspiracy theories and everything. That Glenn Miller was one of those people that he had a talent, as you said. He had a passion for not only the music but the war effort
Yeah.
that we had. So
He didn't have to join.
no, he didn't.
No, and it was shocking.
No.
It was shocking when his plane went down.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Absolutely.
it's
It was like the three we
as
lost.
Stefan says, we really don't know. So it's possible he really was an alien and he just went home.
Oh.
So yeah, I've got a 10 on that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't. When you think World War II, I always think Glenn Miller, and then
First thing I thought of, didn't have to do research either. Glenn Miller was the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah.
And I've got to give you a 10. I wish that it was a more up tempo or something. I think that would have.
That is
it's
up-tempo,
a-
Bob.
I know.
For the
but-
day, that was up.
that
tempo.
I was going to say for the time period.
Yeah.
Well, it was the
It
jive.
was groundbreaking. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I love that song. Thank you.
Yeah.
I also knew who it was right away, and I knew the song. I didn't need to. No one had to tell me the
Told
name,
you
so it's
you'd
definitely
hear
memorable.
stuff that
There you
would
go.
know.
So I do like that song a lot, but I'm thinking like scoring wise, there's one that I really liked a lot more. So I'm going with 8.5.
Thank you.
Bette Midler's got a great version of that.
I'll give
I
it
will
a
not-
9.
Oh, wow.
I'll go with a 7. I will not do what you did to me.
What's
Just because.
Oh.
You just gave me a
The
5
he
just
did.
because. I don't know.
No,
why.
I had a reason. You didn't want to win.
I never said that.
Yes, you
Me-
did.
You and Ken.
It's me and Ken that are left.
Oh no. He's trying to tie it into World War II. It's not
It-
happening.
and it's not.
So he's going with a 7. That's my guess. Are you going?
0.5.
Oh, 0.5.
What point? Just point.
No,
What is it?
7.5.
Is that what you're giving it?
And
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Yeah, because it's from the era, but when I hear it, I don't think World War II. Maybe, I'm prejudiced and I need to hear the lyrics.
I'm going to give it a
something
9,
about-
Pete. Change it to a 9.
I don't know that the lyrics
Thank you,
came in
Stephanie.
when it was originally written, did they? Did the lyrics?
I don't
come in
remember.
there?
But
Oh, the lyrics
but
were
it-
there. Yeah,
it
there's a
just
version.
it just makes
When
me
it
think of
first
the
was written.
big band era. It doesn't make me think of World
Hey,
War
Kathy,
II.
Yeah.
you're not winning.
No. That,
And it's
that-
my
know.
fault.
Yeah,
No.
so
So when do you think the
Well,
big
she
band-
won 2 in a row. It's fair.
Yeah.
I'm
It's fair
fine.
enough.
It's Ken, isn't it?
So before we even get into scoring, I want to mention that summertime we have the free lunches again for the kids.
At the Boys and Girls Club, yep.
Yeah, so the Boys and Girls Clubs is doing it. There's plenty of places to go get. This is for kids and teens ages 2.9 to 18. So if you're 2.8, forget about it. You're going to starve.
I don't think they check IDs at that level.
Actually, and a parent can come and just say, I need 5 lunches.
Right.
They don't have,
They
to,
do.
they
And
don't
they
have
do
to
do
show
that,
proof.
and nobody argues.
So
They
that's
want to feed anyone who's hungry.
Yeah, so this started yesterday, and
where?
It takes place at various times, mostly around lunchtime, but we're at this year Hubbard Street Spray Park,
Different city parks.
City Neck Spray Park, Westfield Athenaeum, Cross Street Playground, Chapman Playground, Boys and Girls Club, Powder Mill Village, CPA, Edgewood Apartments, and on Thursdays only the Westfield Farmers Market. And
that's a great idea.
And no eligibility requirements. They show up and enjoy a free meal.
It's a box lunch. You're not sitting down.
If you take a look at this menu looks really good. I mean,
share some with us.
They're gonna be eating better than I do. Today is chicken nuggets and pasta with red sauce and green beans. You know, it's not just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Tomorrow, hot dog on a bun, corn on the cob, and vegetarian chili.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, is there local corn around yet? Anyone see any?
I don't think it's
it's
local.
tall enough yet.
I think Calabrese.
Yeah.
Knee high by 4th of July.
I heard
Yeah.
Calabrese had some.
And it looks like this year they're doing this breakfast on
native
Fridays. You know, usually they do like pizza on Fridays.
Yep.
They're doing breakfast on Fridays.
Breakfast on Friday. All right.
Yeah. So French toast sticks, sausage, home
I'm
fries,
going
and a
for
fruit
that.
cup.
I like breakfast for lunch
Yeah.
and dinner.
2 weeks from now,
Then
'cause
again, I ate chicken for breakfast.
they aren't doing this for the 4th of July and the 5th of July, but then, you know, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and home fries.
I can eat eggs Benedict anytime of day.
Another week, cheddar omelet.
Where do they find this information, Ken? If they don't remember what
Boys
you
and Girls
said?
Club.
Boys Club.
Yeah.
Boys and
Just
Girls
search
Club.
Boys and Girls.
Yeah, bgcwestfield.org. That's bgcwestfield.org. That's my announcement that I make every year for that.
All right, you ready for the scores?
No, before we
my
get the scores,
God.
I want to remind you I will not be here for the month of July because we have our theater camp running this year at Franklin Avenue for the Westfield Park and Recreations. And I think the second session is filled, but there are still maybe some openings in the first.
Will you
Not
invite
many.
me to see some of your performances?
Everybody can come and see the performances.
But you have to remind me.
They are open to the public on the second Friday, and
They're
I
so
will have
fun.
that publicized on Experience Westfield.
And I'm only here half of July, too, because the other half I go into cleaning. But that's because Peter also goes out of town then. You guys who want to do your shows normally while he's gone, I have no problem coming in to
Do
do
they
that.
do their shows normally?
No, usually they just shut
I
down
don't
for
have
2
a
weeks.
show.
Oh.
But
Where's
it-
the Hope Tremblay show?
We can figure
Oh,
something
I
out.
don't know if
We'll
anyone
be
wants
in we'll
That
be in
would be
chat
that
about that.
show.
But now
We can hope you're there.
We've always offered the St. Mary's show once a
I
month.
know. I do want to do a St. Mary's show.
so now I'm wondering maybe
I have superintendent.
what am I
ballot
going to do
every
the
week.
second week of July? The
What's
second week.
the date? When
I'm thinking the second week of July. That's my 10th anniversary with broadcasting here because I came on 2 weeks after Peter did. And Peter's anniversary
goodness,
was
it's
this
been
past
that
week.
long.
No, it's today.
Okay.
It's today?
Oh, my
okay.
God.
Congrats, Peter.
Oh, that's right, Peter.
10
I saw
years.
that. I
Yeah.
can't believe
Amazing.
that.
Happy
This is
anniversary.
the first time.
Wow.
It's the first time Dan promoted me as the new producer,
Yeah,
and I was only supposed to last the summer.
Wow.
and
Here you are.
and I walked in 2 weeks later, and Knappich recruited me.
Yeah.
So
Wild.
10
Thanks,
years.
Dan.
10 years for us, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's July, because I'm in Rehoboth until the 11th or 12th.
Why don't we just take a summer break?
Yeah, you're off.
Take the month off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In August.
Lots of music going on this summer. So look at all the different places music in downtown starts
Starts
this
this
Friday.
week, this
Yes,
Friday.
This Friday with Southern
Rain.
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 Yeah, so that's going to be fun, and I'm very pleased. Doug Cotton asked me to give him a hand this year. So,
We had them coming into the studio up at the college when they were first starting out.
and you're right,
And
back COVID summer.
performing
Oh,
acoustically in there.
Yeah, we
No,
had-
that we did
Yeah,
at
I
the
remember that.
Thanksgiving show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we there was we
And
put
Whiskey
some good
Traveler, too.
music. Whiskey Traveler.
Remember we did it in the window? We did
Yeah.
it in the lounge upstairs,
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, goodness, that was fun.
Oh, God. Yeah.
overlooking the campus. That
And
was a
very
cool,
quickly,
cool
coming
thing.
up to Worthington, if you want to go up into the hill towns this summer, July 6th. These are Saturdays. July 6th is Carla Cook, Sam Cook's daughter, does a tribute to her dad.
Excellent
That
show.
was very
Then
good
these
show.
are all free.
No,
they're paid, Bob.
These are
those are paid.
Yeah, these are up at the Worthington Golf Club. You can go up and look at the website
I
for
got
more
it.
details.
I got it.
There is a Leonard Skinner band up there on the last Saturday in July, and then the last Saturday in August is Van Halen tribute. So it'll be fun.
I like how Jay looks right at me. Van Halen.
And then there's
Everybody
forget
knows.
the concerts at Stanley Park too
And
every
Stanley
Saturday.
Park.
Sunday night.
Oh,
I went to the Johnny Cash one. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I heard that was
Yeah,
good.
it was
I
good.
made the Eagles one, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And
that
then-
the one that was very, very
Yeah.
crowded?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And,
Where do they have that up there?
In the
It's-
pavilion by
in
the
the
Rose
pavilion.
Garden.
And Sarah the Fiddler always does a lively, fun show. You ever get a chance to see Sarah
Oh, yeah,
do
she's
it?
great.
She's just she loves what she does. She
She's been in here in
absolutely
the studio.
does. Yes, she has.
And then there's the Bad News Jazz Band, Bad News Bears Jazz Band. They do that.
Bad
as
News
a
Bears?
sound.
Yeah, the
Bad News
Bears,
Blues.
Yeah, Bad News
Bad
What
News
is it?
Blues.
Bad News what? What
That's
is
Ed
it?
Orgel's
Bad
Ed
News
Orgel's-
Jazz Band.
Ed Orgel's band. Yeah.
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 All right,
here we go.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
All right, bringing up the rear is Kathy with "There'll Be a Hot Time in the
What?
Town of
Town of
Berlin" with
Berlin.
59.
What?
59 out of 70.
Wow.
60.5 is Bob with "I'll Be Seeing You."
Oh man. Okay.
61 points, "In the Mood," Glenn Miller with Jay.
This is close, man.
61 and a half, "We'll Meet Again," Dr. Strangelove. That'll be me.
You scored high, Pete.
Yeah. A 62 and a half, "Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy" for Hope.
Look at you.
64, Glenn Miller and his orchestra, "Moonlight Serenade."
Oh my God.
Ken.
Oh my God.
And the winner, Ken Stomsky, "It's Been a Long Time" by Kitty King.
And it has been a long time.
64 and a half.
Wow.
That's why he gave me the 7.5.
And a half.
Wow.
You know, I have
He
to
was
say
doing the
this.
math over there.
There was a lot of whining.
I was
about
not
this.
doing the math.
There was no. He
You
wasn't.
said I need to
No,
be
he wasn't.
strategic here. What does that mean?
I think we're all being very generous with the scoring today.
No,
Agreed.
there was a lot of whining about the topic, but you guys did a really great job with this.
Thank
all
you,
of
Kat.
you.
I didn't whine about the
You
topic.
really.
Wait,
yes,
we
you
didn't.
did.
We all did.
I didn't
We all
whine
did,
about
let's
it.
be honest.
I mean,
I could have thought of worse, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't like we were playing "Mommy Got Run Over by a Reindeer."
Over and over.
I bet Ken's
Hey,
happy
Kenny.
no one did White Christmas.
Kenny, I'd say you
yeah.
pick 8-bit classics as your next topic.
I've got a couple of ideas that I've been holding on to.
I need to win again because I got a list of ones.
Yeah, I've acquired a list over the last year that I haven't won, and where you have at least
8-bit
twice.
classics.
So when are we coming back
Video
with
game
making
songs.
the list, my friend?
August,
August.
end of August. I'll send an email out and get feelers for.
The last week I won't be able to come because
That
that's
last
when
week
school,
of August
school
is tough
starts.
for me too. Yeah.
Holy mother, that's right.
You have school.
What the
We have
heck
school.
happened to
All right. Well, we'll
Yep. The week before that,
Figure it out.
yeah, August 20th.
I can do that.
That's okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll plan on the 20th. So yeah, and no,
Look
I
at
was
that.
not doing that math. I know you that's a little thing with you with the half. Just because I can count cards in Vegas
Look
doesn't
at the
mean I can
time.
keep track here.
Oh, it's
Just
10.
doesn't like because I've beaten him twice
Right
by
on
half
time.
a point.
Yeah. Ah.
All right. I guess I might see you next week. I might not. I don't know what I have planned, but I know for sure we'll be here August 20th.
Thank you for asking me in this morning.
Thanks for coming in, Jay.
No worries.
All right. Hey,
Have a
I think
good
the rest
month,
of you
everyone.
too.
Thank you. I was glad to be here today, even though I was berated a little bit in the beginning. I'm glad I'm
Well,
here.
you were talking about bathhouses.
Yeah.
No, that was Ken. For clarity.
All right, we're out of here.
Hey, look at the time.
Gotta go to work.
Squirrel.
Oh, no, you should go out with